Welcome back, or if you're new, hello there. My name's Lexist, and I do hardcore Minecraft, and today I'm just doing a quick little base tour. Nothing too fancy, I just figured I could show you all around, because I haven't done that in a while. So I might as well start this direction, and as I walk over this way, I would like to just really quickly say that I'm going on hiatus soon, so I'm going to also discuss some of the ideas that I want to do in the future that realistically won't be me that does them, because I'm going to hand my world over while I'm gone to my good friend, Cookie. If you guys know Cookie, he's great. We're also maybe doing a podcast together, which I'm sorry. So first, I got this little fishing hut. I like it. It's better from the shore. We don't need to go inside. I like it, but it's not that special. But I got the fishing hut right next to this huge wheat field. And then, like, right after I built that, Grian did basically the exact same thing in Hermitcraft. He's copying me, naturally. It's not just a coincidence. Here I got this lighthouse, and I recently put a nice beetroot field next to it. And then I haven't finished the lighthouse interior because it's a lighthouse, and interiors are hard enough as is. So instead I just have like this huge thing of water that I can use to climb up until I get a staircase or something going on. But it's pretty basic up here, it's just lighthouse. Then I have a bed in case I'm on this half of my base when night falls. And I got my beetroot. Then up there I have a very flattened out area, and the flattened out area goes on for a long time, because up there I plan to have a city. I don't know if I will be able to get that done before I go on my huge hiatus. I'm enlisting the military, so I'll be gone for a good while, but if I ever do get any of that done, that's what this is for. There's a very high chance, though, that it'll be somebody else who does that for me, and I'm okay with that. But I got all these flattened out areas, and it'd be great for building a city on, and the flattened out sections keep going. So this can be very fun. Look at that, I'm a pro Minecrafter. And then you'll see this giant tower thing here, and that is where I have my spider farm. I usually block this off when I go down here, but I don't see the need. Got spiders over there, but most importantly, another bed. What a video this is gonna be. I can feel it. And there's monsters nearby. Fine. Let me sleep. Usually I'm a bit more coherent than this, but I'm trying to do this all in one take so I don't have to edit it much, because I would like to live stream today. Thinking that might not happen. But that's the spider farm. It works pretty well. I just kind of sit down here sometimes. It's not hard. Then back to my flatlands. That is the bridge that I used to move villagers. I really need to take that down. But it's kind of a vibe? I don't know. It's not a vibe. I need to take it down. Over this way, I got my iron farm, which I've made to look like a giant mushroom, and I love it. It kind of looks random here, so I would like to build more things around it, but it does its job. I recently cleared it out. It's my main source of iron and red dye if I ever need it, and bone meal, quite frankly. Then those chests have some basic stuff for my city, but then the rest of it's mostly here. I can quickly show you my bee cave and mushroom cavern. I got double doors set up for this. But all these bees are just kind of living their best lives. They get forever pollination. If you have allergies, don't go in that room. But it's great for them. Then I have this, which leads to the mushroom caverns, which gets frequently visited by Endermen. But I have mushrooms growing down here, and then I can just pick the individuals, and I can go place them in specific spots. Then I can take some bone meal. That was fast. And that's how I get my mushroom blocks. But this can be kind of a waste of bone meal feeling, so I mostly just do this if I really need the stuff. Because I don't like wasting my bone meal. Yeah, I'm not at my top game for commentary today, sorry. Over here I have just kind of a makeshift cactus farm for the flowers. I got this incredibly ugly building. I have a bunch of friendly pillagers. I got my colorful sheep. Yeah, got this tower up here, which is where I started the video. Then in here I have a cavern with a jelly cat, of course, and it's based on the first ever hardcore world that I had. I had that on this YouTube channel. It didn't end well. Well, duh, because I have another one. This is the cat house. It has most of my cats. Then I have this barn, and it has my horses, which I haven't tested. I grew horses. I got more horses, and I haven't tested them for speed and jump, but they should be at least decent. Where I keep my chickens. Oh, that's where that went. My cows. My unethical cow farm, where I just feed them, and then every once in a while go down and slaughter the youth after they've grown up. Don't judge me. Here's my pit of death. I don't go down there. Here's a random beetroot farm. Here's my kelp farm. It's crude but effective. Here's my infinite snow farm. Also crude, but also effective. Why did I leave the bench there? Oh well. This is my lava farm. I don't even know if it's crude, it's just plain effective. I mean, it's a waste of lava, but I wanted all that to be even. I need to put the building part around this, but I just haven't gotten around to it for the past 6 months. I don't know. I'm bad at this. I can't focus on a project. This is my nether portal. We're not going in there. I've lost far too many worlds on tours. Do you mind? Okay, this is the doghouse for all the named dogs. So when I get people who... Oh, the villagers are going to ruin my doors. That's going to drive me nuts. When I have named dogs, I stick them in there, and I sometimes during live streams let people name the dogs. Then I have my giant castle. I'll try to make this brief, but I'm going to do a live stream later today and hopefully finish the roofs on this. But until then, this is unfinished. It's very hectic, but it's supposed to be. This is where the villagers live, and if you've ever seen a very small village marketplace square thing, it is hectic. This is the baby chute. I have a villager breeder up there, and then they fall, but instead of falling to their death, they land on a hay bale, which it's a pretty cushy landing. They're fine. But the babies fall down that. This is where all the... Why are there so many of you? This is where the fishermen and then a bunch of useless nobodies live. Go get an actual job. It won't. This was my favorite area, but it's so full of villagers now that the lag is terrible. Over here I have some librarians, and then some librarians, and then some librarians, and then some nobodies, but they'll be clerics one day, and then I'm gonna maybe put a library up here? Like a personal library with like actual books. Oh, that would have been ouchie. We'll just... Oh, might want the bucket. And then over here I have like the animal-focused farmers. So the shepherds, the butchers, yada yada. I have a gay sheep. I love you, Jeb. I got some pigs in there. Yada yada. Then I have the farming and the Fletchers, villagers over here, like the actual farmers and Fletchers. They suck at maintaining their crops. They just step on everything. But I think they're close to happy, and that's good enough. And it's also a death trap because mobs can come in. But this is to help keep the population controlled. At least that was the plan, but I think I need to do a better job at that. I am so sorry. Actually, never mind. You guys do this to yourselves. I'll let you handle that. This area has stayed almost nice and neat. Never mind. They've messed up that. They've messed up all this. This has been destroyed. They hate me. I think that's just how villagers work. But I think they hate everybody, so at least there's that. I keep going to this tower, but it's so gross. Ew. And then I got this area for, like, the armorers and stuff. And they never stay here. Like, this is a lovely area to live in. But they never stay. Same with the cartographers. It's so hard to get them to stay in here. But I'm having more luck with that than with these guys, the masons, which I'll actually need because they'll be the best source of certain bricks and blocks and stuff. They drive me nuts. And then this area has a bit of everything. Like, I got leather workers and toolsmiths and fletchers and librarians and fishermen and yada yada yada. So that's... oh, the lag. This area is getting hard to look in the direction of, so I might not even be coming here very often, which is funny. And then if I keep going this way a bit more, I got this area with the... is this podzol? I think it's podzol, with all the podzol on the ground, which kind of took forever. But all that, and then just random barrels full of spruce. Just little bits of spruce, not tons of it. Just, you know, reasonable quantities of spruce. Oh, I thought this one was full too. I guess it's just that one, and the one over there. But that area and this area up here, I'm thinking will be more like a fantasy village. Which is kind of funny to have this close, well, the flower, this close to what's going to be a city over there once I eventually terraform the ground so it actually matches. But, like, I'm going to have to burn down this village. It's simply what must be done. But, yeah, I have plans for this world. It's just a matter of actually getting them done. And realistically, I won't get all or even most of my plans done in time before I leave. Like, heck, I don't think I could finish that city if I had a year, because I am very slow to get things done. This is all I have done, and while I do have tons of things, like in my storage rooms in the downstairs of that, and I have so much resources, I have the means to build a city. Be a very mismatchy city, but most cities are. Ooh, a flower. Please don't hit the cactus. Yay. Woohoo! Like, I have the means to build the city. I just accidentally end up farming instead. This is the Great Cranberry Pit. It'd probably look better with shader packs, but it goes down and down and down, and it's full of cranberry juice because that's my favorite drink. And then this area, it might just become also part of the city, but originally it was going to become like a Wild West town. I might build the Wild West town like further out, because fantasy to city to Wild West is a hectic transition, so I might separate the two. And then I have this Eiffel Tower, which I've had for a very long time, and I think it was a well-made thing of mine. But it's an Eiffel Tower, very well lit up, and then I have a diamond block on top to flex. But that's a pretty decent basic world tour. Like, yeah, I'm missing really basic stuff like inside things, but most of these things are kind of empty. Like, there's nothing in there. Like, that is just there for vibes. And I have mines and stuff, but you don't want to see my strip mining mines. I could show you, but there's no reason to. And then over there I have that little tower. It was originally my first kelp farm, but it only gives me 11 at a time, which is a poor design feature. This is my aquarium, where all the fish like to gather in weird little corners like that. And then up here I have a dance room, a dance hall, where the grass is floor over an aquarium, and it's a weird little hole-in-the-wall kind of vibe. I have a storage unit thing down here, made with the intention of upsetting people because of this maze. But for the record, I know where things are. Like, mushrooms. That's gonna be over here. Or stone bricks. I think all my stone brick chests are full, but that's over. Oh, never mind. That's this, and then these back here, along with normal stone. Cats are being loud. I'm not gonna ask. I'm not gonna ask. It's not my business. But I have everything, and everything has a spot. Bone meal. And I know where things go. And then the things that don't go in here go into the miscellaneous chest, which is in the basement of my first house, which is where we can end this. I think that's a fair place to end it. And this was made, like, really early. I was terrified of dying, so I built up these 2 high walls all over the place and just lived inside it, and I didn't leave till, like, day 100. But this is where all the unnamed dogs are. I think I'm officially done breeding them all. This is one of my favorite beds to sleep in. I have not been doing this, but for a while I used to use this as a, okay, we're going to stay on topic today and do what we need to get done. Yeah, those have been incorrectly filled. Oh, it gets worse the longer I look at it. But this is kind of the overview of my world. This is the goodest good boy, and that's supposed to be like a halo around his neck, because I don't even know how long he's been up there, but he's been up there for a very long time, and he's just watching over us all. This should have been a secret passage, but it's not. This is some cake. Just a little bit of cake, you know? Enchanting setup. I'm gonna put a better one in my castle. Then this is my miscellaneous chest overflow, and then I think this is the only spot where I have sand, but I'm happy with it. This is my normal miscellaneous, and then specifically for feathers, wool. This is where the chest will overfill to, and then things that I generally like. These have a spot now. But yeah, that's my world. And then, it's day 1711. Please don't plug that in to see how many hours I played. It's not great. Wait, spider eyes are back here. Yep. I had to sit and think for just a second, but I knew where to go. This is a better system than like half the people on Hermitcraft, so you don't get to say anything. This is, if I'm beating the professional Minecrafters, I'm doing something right. And yeah, I think that's everything. I mean, I'm leaving out little details, but I usually go into that and nobody could care less, so I'm just gonna hop up here. Oh gosh. I swear I'm almost good at the game. But yes, this is my domain of very flat things to eventually build upon the terrain. Except the spots where it's not flat. I try. And then we're gonna go edit the failed intro of this video. Gosh dang it. Edit this video. And then I'm gonna live stream because I've been very off topic for a while. But thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you didn't, why are you still here? Explain yourself. And I'll hopefully see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, that was terrible. Bye. Sure.